Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're starting it off with Dixie on a daily time frame because today at 6 p.m. Eastern, Dixie is going to open. And I am looking for the continuation pattern to continue to the upside as we were discussing in yesterday's video. Just a quick doodle. I'm looking at this descending channel. If this wants to turn into another kind of formation, cool. But I'm expecting this to trickle on down and then break out eventually. If we lose this level over here, then I will be concerned for further downside, which is at 102.70. But unless we have a daily close underneath that, I'm looking for it to just grind out, consolidate, and break up higher in this rounding accumulation fashion in this level over here at 102.50. The first warning sign of lower will be the daily opening close underneath 102.50. If we don't get that daily close underneath 102.50, then I'll be looking for sideways accumulation and then a breakout from that level over here. Now, I'm going to quickly remove this drawing and then I'm going to show you one more thing, which is the weekly. So here's the weekly on Dixie. You can see now what we're doing is accumulating right above here, but with this EMA actually coming back up with price action opening and closing above the 21 EMA on a weekly, which is at 103.50, it's very, very strong and likely that we open up and continue back up into this higher EMA levels. The resistance levels like say the 107. If you look at this on the weekly, without including the top consolidation, you can see this is like a triangle consolidation. And you could grind out, grind out, grind out all you want, but more than likely I'm looking for upside because this 200 EMA is being very, very solid support. Until we have an open and close underneath this EMA, I'm not looking for a dead cat bounce to go lower. Okay, there is no dead cat bounce in my mindset until we have that daily open and close underneath this level over here, which is 100. And then we can consider a dead cat scenario for lower. Until then, I'm assuming that this is a inverse head and shoulder. And even though we get a drop over here, I'm looking for it to accumulate the neckline and then break up to the measured move in that fashion. So yeah, I hope that helps for the understanding of what I'm looking for. As this consolidates, we can do whatever on crypto. But since we had a major sell-off on Friday, Dixie has a free ride up without any trouble because we already pulled back enough for Dixie to have a little bit of upside. So keep that in mind for moving forward in today's daily open. If we get that pump up from here, then you'll know that, continuation for downside on Bitcoin and ETH is logical. So now let's go to Bitcoin and ETH. Sorry. In yesterday's video, I said we will go over CME, but let's just follow up on what we are looking for on Bitcoin. So here's Bitcoin on a daily. We're following this descending consolidation. If you want to even make it tighter, you can, like so. Okay, and that would actually be a red. You can take shorts off that level. You can take longs off this level. And this is why I was looking for this consolidation in this quick liquidity grab scenario and then continuation back up out of here. So right now, today, if Bitcoin can't close above 26,000, it will be looking like we will be looking for a rollover and seeking lower highs basically. If you lose that level over here, we can look for this to just grind out these lower levels and then break out later, which we have marked out anyway. So we will watch today as we get closer to CME if the liquidity of the downside is grabbed before we look for upside continuation, and then Dixie will open also, giving you a better understanding as to if we should be looking for downside right now or not. If you look at RSI, we're holding this higher low pattern. So as long as we continue this higher low pattern, maybe we can get a nice little breakout today, depending on if the buyers are there. I know there's a lot of fear in the market. I know there's a lot of concern about SEC regulating Coinbase and other entities. So just be aware of that moving forward on Monday, that, the FUDing of the news might give us a little bit more resistance to the downside. More easier path to the downside. But once we find our support, the news is only going to do so much. Buyers will eventually step up. So just keep in mind of this on Bitcoin. Going to the 4-hour and hour Bitcoin, you can see that we're trying to get back above this $26,000 level, 25.9, but we're finding a lot of resistance, a little bit of a rolling over here and testing into that $25,200 level wouldn't be a bad thing. And even if we go a little bit lower to like 24 or 24.5 and use that as a liquidity grab before we come back up into this level, makes more sense. So that way the market maker makes their money. RSI is also looking like a little bit of a head and shoulder distribution coming. Like this thing just wants to sweep straight down to eat these wicks kind of situation. So be aware of that moving forward, okay? Now let's go daily on ETH. There you go. So here's ETH on our daily, tickling the 1725 area, which is where we want to hold and hope that support is confirmed. Today, doing what we're doing, it's a little bit of a precarious spot due to the fact that we are still basically consolidating above the 200 EMA. Today's daily close, if we can hold above 1725, 1730, and then next daily opens, we can look for a test back into this $1780 area for a dead cat bounce situation and then a rollover. As these EMAs all converge on this level on a daily around 1800, it will be the next shorting opportunity and a nice little short squeeze area to bump up into to get out of all the people who are shorting this low, expecting lower into 1500. They get liquidated over here, and then the effect actually comes down to that level. So be aware of that moving forward. Let me go to a 4-hour to see what's going on. And this just looks like we just came off overbought conditions, and now we're fighting this red EMA. I would not be surprised if it come test into 1780 and then roll over again. But at least into 1780, so all the people who are shorting on this bottom over here get wrecked. And then as the people start buying in, then the rollover occurs. So we could go from 1780 all the way to like 1830. And in that zone is a nice shorting area opportunity until 1830 is claimed with the 4-hour open and close above. So that's how I'm going to be looking at those assets moving forward, guys. If you guys have any questions or concerns, give me a holler on the comment section below. If you guys want to trade with me live, I'm going to be going live in the next 30 minutes at 9 a.m. Eastern. I will be live on the Discord if you feel like you want to join us. The link to the Discord is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that help this channel grow. So thank you so much. Aside from that, if you guys could just leave a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your guys' love and support. That's what keeps me going, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.